everyone, and welcome to Spotlight Torrance, where we're exploring your city. I'm Christy Wilcox, your host for today's show. I'm in the James Armstrong Theater, and as you can see, I'm backstage checking out all the performers getting ready for the show. Now, today is the 15th annual Employee Variety Show, where people are singing, dancing, and performing their hearts out, all for a great cause.
Fabulous. It's always fun to do the show.
Everybody's out there on the stage together, taking turns singing Cole Porter songs.
Champagne! It's so good for the brain!
Everything rolled. It's like my Super Bowl tonight.
It's telling me it might be you all of my life.
We just got back from a week in China where we played something called the Nanning Folk Festival.
An exact tally tonight, so we're going to present you with what's called the big check.
I'm here with Brian Sunshine, who is the MC of tonight's show. Is that right?
That is correct.
All right, and are you going to pull some jokes tonight? What are you going to do?
Well, I hope so. We like to be funny, or at least we think we're funny, but really, it's up to the audience.
It's up to the audience. And tell me what tonight's show is all about.
Well, the show tonight, for all of us and hopefully the audience, is about fun, but the underlying theme is raising money for the American Cancer Society to help with funding research and prevention and awareness. It's just such a worthwhile cause, and it touches so many people. And you know, so many of our members of the show, so many members of our, we have survivors out there, we have people that are fighting it, we have folks in the show that have lost loved ones. It's just such an important event, and it brings a sense of community, which is really nice.
And I'm going to talk, I'm excited to talk to a few of these people later, but there's a special reason why you're here tonight.
That's true. When we started the show, I did not start the show. When we got together, cancer wasn't in my life, which was, I mean, nice. And 2 years later, my wife was diagnosed with breast cancer. And after a very valiant battle, she lost her battle 2 years later. And so for myself and my daughters, this show, the Relay for Life, the American Cancer Society, has become a passion because we want to help others survive. And I have two daughters. I want to make sure that new treatments and cures come along to prevent it.
Absolutely.
And we want to help our friends.
Okay, now that we know how important tonight's show is, Haley Skeen is out in the front lobby checking out all the live auction items. You're going to want to check these out because there are some people that are having fun tonight. Haley, what do you got?
Hi, Christy. I'm here in the giveaway area checking out all the great prizes. And the best part, there's up to 32 different prizes that people will walk away with tonight. They range from everything from a Kindle Fire, local artwork, and a one-night stay for two in the Miyako Hybrid Hotel. Later, we'll take a look at the variety show itself and what it's all about.
Thanks, Haley. Those are some great prizes, and I can't wait to talk to some of the winners. So up after the break, we're going to see who donates tonight, and we're going to talk to an international pop icon who is here performing.
Before we were ever treated for breast cancer, we planned for life after breast cancer. We made the choice
that breast cancer would not take something away from us.
Unfortunately, not every woman knows her choices. The American Society of Plastic Surgeons is supporting the Breast Cancer Patient Education Act, a bill that will help make sure women who are facing breast cancer surgery are told about all their options. Help bring this important issue to light. Call your member of Congress and ask them to support the Breast Cancer Patient Education Act.
We have a job to do out here today.
To be a winning team, you have to work like a winning team.
My team depends on me.
And my team is 50,000 strong. Looks like a lot of work's going into this.
This is what it feels like to be part of a team.
A winning team.
The Action Team.
Are you in? Action Team! Action!
Get in on the action at actionteam.org. Are you in?
Welcome back to Spotlight Torrance, where we're exploring your city. I'm here at the Employee Variety Show, and we're about to check more out. But before we do that and see these people who are raising funds for the American Cancer Society, we're going to go out to Faith Lee, who went to Baby Cakes Bakery, who's been in Torrance for 7 years. We're going to see what's new this season.
If you've ever had a sweet tooth, Baby Cakes Baking Company is the place to come to curb your craving.
So this is our maple bacon cupcake. It's our vanilla buttermilk cake. infused with a little bit of maple syrup. It's topped with a very lightly maple cream cheese frosting and some candied bacon.
From unique flavors like the maple bacon cupcakes to churros con leche cupcakes, Baby Cakes offers up to 12 different flavors every day, and starting the day with cupcakes is a routine for some customers.
I do have people that come in as soon as we're open 9 a.m. They're in the door. I have one customer who's been with us probably for 6 years, and she comes in 2 or 3 times a week and gets a chocolate chip cookie and a cupcake.
Baby Cakes has been in the South Torrance community for 7 years now, and when the economy got rough, it was her loyal customer base that kept her motivated.
My customers have really helped me survive, especially right after I opened when we had that economic downturn, which was really rough. My customers really supported us and kept us going through that.
Langley and her employees come up with new flavors every other week to surprise customers. And when the holiday season kicks in, Baby Cakes is known to have people waiting in line just for a dozen of these.
Holidays are really fun for us because we get to be really creative and do special things that we don't do throughout the rest of the year.
Baby Cakes not only offer cute-looking cupcakes, but they're inviting the community in for a special kind of treat. Baby Cakes is offering a community oven day where you can come in, take advantage of this commercial oven, and bake cookies with your family, friends, and even neighbors.
At home, it can take you hours and hours to get all of that done, but here, our customers can come in, we can have some festive music, some spiced apple cider and hot chocolate.
To Langley, it is always a good time serving the Torrance community.
I think really, I'm really happy here where I am. I have my own history here in this little shop, and I just like to stay here as long as possible and keep churning out some new flavors and some old favorites for my customers.
For Spotlight Torrance, I'm Faith Lee.
If you'd like to taste any of Baby Cakes Bakery delicious cupcakes, cookies, and more, you can look them up online at babycakeshop.com, or you can call them at area code 310-373-2500. Faith, you're making me hungry. I don't know how you go out there and do this without bringing me some. Anyway, I already talked to Brian Sunshine, who gave me the skinny on the show, but I'm here with Linda Cessna, who puts the whole thing together, right? And you're performing.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
You know, the performing part's easy, but putting everything together is a real pain. It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. So you've worked really, really hard to get to this point. Now, what are the differences or the changes with this show? Because I know that it's completely different, right?
You know, this is the 15th year, and we've had a lot of the same acts year after year after year. So this year we decided, you know, let's try something a little different. We tried to streamline, because I know Brian always says people are cutting off their arms in the theater to get out by the end of the show.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah,
like, we're done.
It goes long, yeah. So we wanted to make it shorter, make it, you know, just kind of fly along a little more. We got some different people than we've had, so that it would be a little bit fresher and newer, so.
Okay, so that's great that you're kind of changing things up. Now tell me about who's going to be here tonight.
Well, let's see. We have the salsa band from Transit, who this is, I think, their 3rd year, and they're very good. We've got Leslie's brother Tony and his daughter. He used to sing with a boy band, and he's pretty good.
I've been telling them about that, because we're going to see an international, I've been calling them the international pop star. So yes, we're talking to him later.
Yeah, well, I was expecting him to have ladies' panties thrown up on stage when he sang, 'cause in rehearsal, he was really good.
Yes.
It was pretty awesome.
Okay. We have the Torrance too, which you're a part of.
Yeah, we're doing one of the Cole Porter numbers in the second half, and it's you know, it's a little different for us because we usually do the 50s stuff. So you know, it's like, let's just get a little glamour going, a little more sophistication.
So they're taking off the poodle skirts, and you're putting on something a little more like black and white tie and dresses and lots of jewelry and everything. So we'll get to see that as well.
Yeah.
All right, I'm pretty excited about that. So, all right, so stick around. We're going to talk to the international boy band, well, one boy, and then the Torrance and James Vanderveer, and so many great people. So we'll catch you after the break.
Oh, hey, bud. Where are you headed?
Just gonna hang out.
With Gary and Todd?
Yeah?
I've been meaning to ask you, is there any drinking going on in this crowd?
No.
If any of your buddies ever pressure you to take a drink, just tell them you promised your dad you wouldn't. I'd do anything to keep you safe.
Okay, I will.
I hope this is working.
I promise. Love you too, Dad.
They really do hear you. For tips on what to say, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Is your body holding you back?
Where do you think you're going?
I want to go running.
Not with that knee, you're not.
Your bones and joints can say no at any age.
Let's not, pick her up. What do you say?
Yet a lot of people in pain fight back.
Use your head. Save your back. My bride, my rules.
And regain their lives.
You gotta be kidding me.
Fight for your mobility. Visit anationinmotion.org. A message from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons.
I'll take it from here.
All right, so we're just starting to shake things up, and I have the Torrance with me, and they're changing outfits tonight. So tell me a little bit about how you're shaking things up.
Well, what's different is that you'll notice we don't have our poodle skirts on for the show. We went black and white, a little bit, Cole Porter on us, so it's a little bit different, but it was fun. We had a good time.
You're having a blast tonight. So you came out for a very, very good cause, raising money for the American Cancer Association, and a few of you have something in common. So Hope, tell me what that is.
Well, I've always loved supporting this show, and that's why I'm part of it. I am a cancer survivor. I had melanoma, and now my husband is fighting cancer. And there's so many in our group that have these same kinds of stories that it's just one of these days, all of our hard work and all the money that we raise is going to help that doctor find that cure that will end cancer forever.
I hope you are right. Now, I'm checking out some of your outfits. Tell me how you put this all together.
We look like this every day. It's like girls' night out, right?
Yeah, that's right. You even have a tiara on.
Well, yeah, that's kind of my signature, kind of my MO, the princess. Of the group.
But okay, so yeah, your black and white suit. Are these things that you have in your closet? That's what I want to know.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I love it. Okay, they're fantastic. So I need to let these ladies go because they have a lot of hard work to do, but thank you so much for joining in.
Thank you.
All right, good luck.
Bye.
Yeah. Okay, so now that we've gotten things warmed up, we're going to talk to Haley again here shortly, but Faith Lee went out to the Squirm Burpee Circus, which is a classic vaudeville entertainment type of thing. So, I don't know, maybe similar to tonight. So anyway, let's check that out.
To Brett Alters, performing on stage is in his genes.
I've been performing since I was, probably in the womb.
Well, probably not that young, but Alters said he's always been a class clown, and playing a villain is definitely his cup of tea.
I feel great. It's like I can finally tell the world how I feel about them, and they think I'm joking, but I'm not. I'm not joking. That's how I really feel.
Alters definitely has a sense of humor, which is crucial if you want to be a part of the Squirm Burpee Circus crew. You also need to learn how to dance, juggle, and sing.
We're constantly practicing on our own. All of us are in dance class or juggling practice or whatever it may be.
When they're not attending classes, they could be making props for the show.
Every prop that you see in the show was fabricated by Mike Hewling. He's the owner of the Handsome Little Devils.
There are over 100 props handmade by Mike Hewling himself, including this monkey wagon where it moves, it smokes, and it bubbles.
It's a really, really crazy device. Everything here connects to everything else and moves independently.
From a grassroots circus to now a successful comedy brand touring around the States, you have to give props to Mike Hewling for these handmade props.
The Handsome Little Devils are really coming up in the world, and I think it's because of this whole idea of fabricating everything themselves. They don't outsource, they don't have other people build.
Just like the Handsome Little Devils, Alters is making a name for himself. From a class clown to now a professional performer, he has his own way to describe this transformation.
Just kind of a natural evolution from self-deprecation to self-promotion to more self-deprecation on stage.
For Spotlight Torrance, I'm Faith Lee.
If you would like to find out more about the events taking place through the Torrance Cultural Arts Foundation, you can check them out online at torrancearts.org.
Then, if you'd like to book your tickets, you can book them through the ticket office at 310-781-7171.
Thanks, Faith. That looks like a real adventure. Now, I'm moving on down the hall, and Haley, I'm catching up with you because I want to know, this show looks like it's going to be a real adventure as well.
Hey, Christy, I was able to catch the action from the first half of the show. It looked like a lot of fun for attendees and the performers. Let's take a look.
City employees got the crowd warmed up with an open